Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. I'm just at work today. It's Saturday, but as you can see, it's absolutely raining, it's pouring, so there's not much happening at the moment. So what I thought I'd do is just take a moment to crank out another Jim's 5 a.m. Club so that we can click along and get a few more done, and to help us get through the morning, get through the day. Today's episode is going to be dedicated to a book summary, and the book summary that I will do today is entitled The Order of Time. The Order of Time, and the author is Carlo Rivelli. So this book is a little bit different. This book summary is a little bit different. But what we're going to be talking about is the concept of time and the relativity of time, and just to gain a little bit of a deeper insight into that thing that we're all chasing and we're all hopelessly failing to get close to and to fully understand. But time. And the key point that comes out of this book here in terms of the relativity of time is that time doesn't pass at the same speed everywhere. So time is a concept which is a difficult one to get your head around. But from a scientific perspective, you know, we look at time, and it's interesting just to gain a different perspective. Because what we've learned to understand is that our eyes deceive us. Because time moves at a different pace depending on where you are. So if you're living in the mountains, time travels faster than at sea level. No, interestingly, but true. And it's all about Einstein's theory of general relativity, which I didn't really understand when I was at school, and I may never get to fully understand throughout my lifetime, but this book will at least give us a view to what it could mean. So just going on a little bit more, and we'll just walk and talk. This book basically suggests that time doesn't move at the same rate, even in the same place. Because it all depends on how fast you are moving will affect your sense of time. When you are moving faster, for example, time slows down. And if you are moving slower, time will magically speed up. So, very interesting. Where does it lead us? What does it all mean? So, the author is saying here that if you had a brother on a planet who was 4 light years away, he's doing at this moment what happened 4 years ago. So we talk about time, we think we all have the same time, we think we're all experiencing the same present, but in fact we're not. Because here in Sydney, right at the moment here, it's daytime, whereas my sister-in-law is in Greece, it's nighttime. So a completely different perspective, a completely different experience. So nobody's present is the same. We all live a different present, depending on where you are, depending on how you're travelling, and depending on your perception and your perceptiveness. So that in itself is a major lesson, and something worth pondering on. Maybe with a glass or two of wine, I think, would make it easier and better. So what's the last point? There's a third point to come out of this book. And the third point is that everything that we experience in our lives is an event. And the thing is, from what Heraclitus said 2,500 years ago, so a Greek philosopher 2,500 years ago said the following, that the only constant that we have in our lives is that of change. Everything is changing all the time. Nothing stays the same, nothing is the same, and we're all experiencing a different present, and it's all changing at a different rate and at a different pace. So what does it all mean? Everything is happening and everything is in a constant state of change and becoming. Everything is in a different and a constant state of change, and it's all becoming. So you can't define the present. The message from this book is that you can't define the present as one single time all across the globe, because everything is occurring at a different moment. No two people, no two places are experiencing the same moment of time because of the way we define time. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me on Jim's 5 a.m. Club on this inclement Saturday morning. It's absolutely pouring here in the city, so it looks as if the building works will not commence today, and we'll probably go home a little bit earlier. I had a late night last night. I got home at 11:30 after having a 20-hour workday, which I don't mind because I get paid by the hour, and after 8 hours it's double time, so no issues there from me, and especially no issues there from my beautiful wife Paula. So thank you very much for joining me on Jim's 5 a.m. Club on this wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable, and most importantly, let's take a moment to just contemplate and think about the whole concept of time. Whilst we all think that we understand what time is all about, the reality is that everybody is experiencing a different moment in time, and we're all experiencing something which is very, very different, as you can see from this mural. So there you go. So let's just get this at a different angle. So we're experiencing this at the same time, but you go from one to the other. How awesome is that in terms of an artwork? Let's just do it again, because I absolutely love this effect. So here we go. And this is a mural on a building site. So we go up looking at it from one angle, and then we go past, we turn around, and all of a sudden we're seeing something completely different, and it changes before our very eyes. Cool. How cool is this? Well, it's like a cinematic effect. So thank you very much for joining me on Jim's 5 a.m. Club, and we'll chat again. And happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to everybody, and bye for now.